Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, we'll be having a Q&A where I'd ask you guys on Instagram to send me questions to get to know more about me. So, without much further ado, let's get started. So before anything else, I would like to thank everyone who sent their questions. So first question, ate, mahirap po bang mag-adjust if galing kang province? Then sa Manila ka mag-aaral, lalo na po if mahiyain ka. Yes, it's hard. Pero sa simula lang naman siya kasi kaiba kasi yung ugali ng mga taga Manila sa province. Like, for example, sa akin, yung mga jokes nila, hindi masyadong funny sa akin, tapos yung jokes ko, hindi funny sa kanila. Kaya mahirap maghanap ng friends na same wavelength mo. Pero, for me, siguro I just prayed na bigyan ako ni Lord ng 2 friends na I can just be myself when I'm with them. Like, I'm not trying to be someone else just to fit in. So, ayun. Thankfully, I found those kind of friends. So, my advice is siguro just wait and choose your friends wisely. Because they might influence you in a good or bad way. And also, I highly suggest na yung mga friends na hanapin mo yung galing din sa province. Kasi most of the time, naintindihan ka nila. Kasi para kayong galing sa province. So, ayun. Yung mga friends ko mostly, sila din yung mga galing sa province. Next is, Hi Doc Sam, saan po kayo kumukuha ng outfit ideas? Kahit saan lang, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. Wala naman talaga akong like specific style. Siguro kung ano lang yung tingin kong bagay sa body shape ko, na flattering siya, ganun. Ilan po kayo magkakapatid? 3. I'm the eldest, then sister ko yung second, then yung youngest is brother ko. What's the story behind your Twitter username? If you're not aware, my Twitter username is @thevelvetqueen. I don't really promote it here. And the story about it is, simula kasi dati pa, I really love red velvet, and I thought of something na unique. Kaya ginawa ko siyang @thevelvetqueen. Siguro ngayon, parang mukhang jeje siya. Kasi sino naman kasi mag-Twitter username ng ganun. Pero, ewan ko, I just don't wanna change it kasi I feel like it's already a part of me. So, kahit na-judge sa ibang tao, I still retained it na @thevelvetqueen pa rin. Na-encounter mo na ang mag-breakdown? Yes, pero rarely about ACADS. Like, I don't usually break down over grades or scores. Mostly kapag mag-breakdown ako, it's because of emotional pain or hurt na na-inflict sa akin ng ibang tao. So, yeah. It's normal lang din naman. Siguro, I think we have those days na kailangan din natin mag-breakdown to release all the stress. And sobrang relieving din ang feeling ko after mag-breakdown. So, yeah, it's okay. What is your fave Bible verse? Actually, a lot of you guys asked me about this. And I have 2 favorite Bible verses. First is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. I always think of that verse whenever I'm going through something kasi it reminds me na God would never plan anything to harm you, because His plans were always for you to prosper in the future. So, if things aren't going in your way right now, always remember na challenge lang yun ni God, and that He wouldn't give you anything that you can't handle, and He has better plans for you always. Like, always. Just keep pushing. And also, the second is Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. For example, sa school, minsan parang mahirap na yung mga ibang subjects, gano'n. Pero like, niremind lang ako na I can do this because I have a God who gives me strength, that I can conquer this. What motivates you to study if you're not in the mood or tired? If I'm not in the mood and if I'm tired, I really don't force myself to study. Like, if I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep first. Then, after waking up, I'll be energized na. So, okay na ulit yung mood ko. May energy na ulit ako mag-aral. And if I'm not in the mood, kunyari gusto ko manood ng YouTube videos, or maglaro, or mag-Netflix, then I do that first. Kasi, I figured na, if nagawa ko na yun, tapos wala na akong magagawa, syempre, ma-force na ako na mag-aral. And also, I tell myself na, sige, after ko manood ng isang episode ng K-drama, dapat mag-aral na ako. Like, don't force yourself to study if you really don't want to, because ikaw lang din mahirapan, hindi ka makakonsentrate, hindi ka makaka-focus because your mind is just flowing anywhere kasi ang dami mong gustong gawin. Fave brand ng ballpen? I usually don't use ballpen that much kasi lahat ng notes ko nasa iPad na. But sa exams, I usually use yung Muji 0.4 na black. Are you up to doing a what's on my iPhone video, ate? I'm not sure. Just comment down below if you're interested on me doing a what's on my iPhone, because honestly, I don't think anyone's interested to see what are the apps that I have on my phone. So, just let me know. skincare routine, please. And a lot of you also asked for my skincare routine, and I figured that if I'm gonna share it, siguro I'm gonna make it into a separate video na lang. So let me know if you want me to do that also. Fave YouTubers. Usually kasi yung mga napansin ko, yung mga YouTubers na pinapanood ko, usually Korean. Like, if you can see the inspo on my vlogs, ang daming Korean vlogs na ganun. I also love American Korean YouTubers like Michelle Choi. You probably seen her vlogs in most of my vlogs because I always feature her vlogs because I love her. Then Hannah Lee. I also like Ono Nina, Hannah Elise, and for local YouTubers, I love Hannah Pangilinan and Janina Valla. I love content creators who use their platform to give good influence to other people, like speaking up on social issues and also sharing their faith. That's the kind of creators that I usually love watching their videos. What is your comfort food? Anything sweet. Like, for example, kapag nasa school siguro ako ngayon tapos sobrang hirap ng exam, I would want to buy milk tea or cake or ice cream or anything sweet talaga. Favorite K-drama na napanood niyo po? I don't think I can choose one because there are a lot of good K-dramas talaga. Like, you can't just choose one. Siguro, I can enumerate 10 that I really love. The Heirs. The Heirs is the only K-drama that I've watched 3 times. Yun lang talaga. Scarlet Heart, Reply 1988, The King, Eternal Monarch, Weightlifting Fairy, King Bokju, My Love from the Stars, syempre, Crash Landing on You, Descendants of the Sun, okay naman. Hi Bye Mama, Healer, ayun. Siguro may mga iba pa akong nakalimutan. Yun lang yung naalala ko ngayon. Where did you finish high school? I finished high school dito sa province namin, which is the Mindanao State University, CTD. Si Lee Min Ho lang po open nyo. Actually, I have top 3 opas. First, si Lee Min Ho. Second, si Park Seo Joon. Third, si Lee Jong Suk. Bakit po mas gusto niyo ang pusa kaysa sa aso? I actually love them both equally. Siguro mas nakikita niyo lang na lagi kong pinifeature yung cat namin, but we also have dogs here. What is your favorite Starbucks drink? Iced white chocolate mocha with less pump of syrup, non-fat milk, no whipped cream, less ice. Ano pong height nyo? 5'2", around 155 centimeters. Yes, I'm short. What are your study must-haves, Doc? Study must-haves ko siguro if nasa school ako ngayon. Pupunta ko ng library. So, I have coffee, jacket, kasi sobrang lamig. Third, my iPad, because andun lahat ng notes ko. Fourth is post-it notes, because I love writing down important stuff sa post-it notes. Food talaga. Water is life. Hi, I'm a fan from Canada. Hello. I really admire you a lot. How do you keep yourself motivated? Siguro we all have those days now we're not really motivated to do anything. And that's okay and that's normal. Honestly, when tinatamad ako mag-aral, I watch medical K-dramas. Especially yung hospital playlist. Sobrang nakatulong siya kasi grabe, sobrang ganda nung pag-portray ng doctors dun. Like, you really learn a lot there na hindi tinuturo sa school. Like, yung mga values kailangan for being a doctor. Whenever I'm not motivated to study, I watch medical K-dramas kasi na-remind ako kung ano ba talaga yung goal ko. Sabi nga ni Ikjun, you can't save your patients by being friendly to them. So, if you wanna be a doctor, I gotta work hard for it. So, yun yung nag-keep motivated sa akin. To be reminded of your purpose. To be reminded of your goal. Hi ate, for you, what's the hardest part of med school? Hehe, God bless. Siguro the hardest part of med school, yung to pick yourself up again after a tiring day. Like, alam mo yung nagpuyat ka and all, tapos bagsak ka pa rin sa exam mo, tapos may next exam ka pa, so wala ka pang time maglungkot-lungkutan. So yun, you gotta hustle again after falling down so many times. Siguro yun yung hardest part of med school. So how do you handle stress? What do you usually do when you're not studying? I eat, like stress eating talaga. That's the main reason why I gained weight sa med school. Because kapag stress talaga ako, kumakain talaga ako. And what do I usually do when I'm not studying? I watch K-drama. I watch YouTube videos, then I play COD. Are you a family of doctors po? No, my mom pa lang yung doctor sa amin. Ate, what specialization will you take? Love you, ate. I'm not yet sure, pero I have 3 options or 3 choices na I'm eyeing. First is dermatology, second, pediatrics, third, general surgery. Pero it's subject to change. I'm not really sure because I'm open to a lot of choices or medical fields pa rin. Do you work out po, ate Sam? Yes, pero not regularly. Siguro mga once a week or twice a week. And I prefer cardio than like for workouts or what. Wala lang, I love yung mga Zumba. Yun lang yung gusto kong workout. Do you have any plans to work abroad after med school? Siguro working abroad is like a dream, pero I'm not sure if I'm gonna pursue it. Kasi mahirap tsaka mas matagal. Like, kung ikakompare mo na magtatrabaho ka agad dito after mo sa lahat-lahat. And siguro mga 30 years old na ako noon. Mas madali agad maghanap ng trabaho compared if kunyari pumunta pa ako sa US para magtrabaho, yun sobrang tagal pa. Pero, let's see, I'm not yet sure. Why did you pursue medicine, Ate Sam? Ano po yung inspirations yun sa pag-pursue ng medicine? Siguro being a doctor has always been a childhood dream. Like, nung simula nung bata pa ako, whenever someone would ask me what I wanna be when I grow up, like, walang palya, wala akong ibang sinasagot, doctor lang talaga. Maybe because of my mom, because I was immersed to her working environment ever since I was a child. So, I kind of love it then, growing up and observing her all these years. Siguro that inspired me. What other career paths would you pursue if hindi po kayo nag-medicine? I would have taken communication arts, then I would have proceeded to law. Hi, Doctor. Ano po pre-med nyo? My pre-med is BS Pharmacy. What time do you usually sleep and wake up? I usually sleep around 2 to 3 a.m. Then wake up at around 11 to 12 noon or 10 to 12 noon. Andun lang usually sa gitna nun. Why is Pharma your pre-med? Is it your choice or someone recommended it? Actually, first choice ko talaga is medtech. But then, sa UST kasi yung medtech nila is mataas yung cutoff nila for IQ. And unfortunately, failed yung IQ ko dun. But Pharma is my second choice. So, Pharma na lang ako. So, for Pharma, my mom recommended it kasi told me na para if I don't wanna proceed to med, I'm gonna have a fallback. And di ko naman pinagsisihan na nag-Pharma ako. Because helpful naman siya kasi sobrang hirap ng Pharma sa med. How did you and Kuya Eman meet? Love your vids, ate. Actually, ikaw lang yung nagtanong about us. So, natuwa ako nung nabasa ko yung question na to. We met sa school kasi we're blockmates nung first year college. Pero nung second year to fourth year, hindi na kami blockmates. So, doon kami nag-meet. And, ayoko na ikwento yung buong story. Siguro, next time nakapagkasama ko na siya, ikwento ko na yung love story namin. Why did you choose UST? Dream school ko siya ever since high school. High school pa ako, narinig ko na magaling yung UST sa med. Kaya, I wanna have my pre-med there para mas madali makapasa pag mag-med na. Is it hard living the city or Manila life? What did you do para mas maka-adjust ng mas madali? For me, hindi siya mahirap. Kasi I'm the kind of person na laging independent. So, dahil mostly mag-isa lang ako doon, parang I learned to be independent ka, like parang adulting, ganun. I'm in charge of everything, like bills, on how to budget my allowance, food, laundry, internet, like ikaw lahat. So I kind of enjoyed it. Siguro ang mahirap lang dun is, ayun nga, di masyadong safe sa Manila compared sa province. Tapos sobrang lala ng traffic, tapos sobrang polluted. Pero hindi naman siya masyadong mahirap. Na-enjoy ko siya. And what did you do para maka-adjust? Madali lang mag-adjust dun. Siguro ang mas mahirap lang mag-adjust yung maghanap ng friends na you can really trust. What is your biggest fear before entering med school? Thank you po. Yung biggest fear ko talaga is bumagsak ng isang subject and madelay. Yun talaga yung fear ko. Like, before starting med, I prayed to God na, Lord, please, makagraduate lang ako on time. Sana wala akong mabagsak, ganun. And thankfully, wala pa naman akong nababagsak na subject. And okay pa naman ako ngayon sa med. How do you balance church ministry and studies at the same time? Just surround yourself with people who inspire you. Kasi I have a lot of upperclassmen na who are also active in church. They also excel in med. I look up to them as inspiration. Like, if sila nababalance nila, how much more ako, diba? Mas mahirap pa naman yung subject nila compared sa akin kasi lower year pa ako. And also, someone told me na time management lang talaga. Kasi, sa totoo lang, marami naman talagang time ang med students pero hindi lang nila alam kung saan ba worthwhile na ina-allocate yung time nila. So, I figured na sa church ko yung ibigay. And, ang schedule kasi, usually Friday we have youth service at church. Then, Sunday, yun na yung Sunday service. Because I'm part of the music team ng church namin. Usually, before Friday, nag-rehearsals pa yan. So, before rehearsals, inaaral ko na yung mga songs na kakantahin para sa rehearsals, which is mga Thursday, Wednesday, or Tuesday. Alam ko na. And, inisip ko, yung buhay naman natin dito sa earth, temporary lang. Then, si God naman yung nagbigay ng buhay natin dito. Tapos, gano ba kahirap yung parang 1 hour lang na i-allocate para sa kanya everyday. Tsaka, at the end of the day, di naman yung purpose ko sa earth para mag-aral. Like, ang purpose natin dito sa earth is to glorify His name and share His word, diba? So, yun yung parang lagi kong inspiration na dapat mas binibigyan natin ng halaga si Lord over anything. Kasi siya yung source ng lahat. How do you handle or balance med school and the relationship? By the way, I love your vlog. So motivating. Thank you, Ania. Mas madali siya sa amin kasi we're both in med school. So, everyday kami nagkikita kasi same lang naman kami ng school. And we always find time to see each other kasi everyday talaga kami nagkikita ng boyfriend ko. And And siguro kahit na sobrang busy, ang pinaka-date talaga namin is study date. We always study in the library together or sa mga cafes together. So, hindi siya masyadong issue sa amin on how to balance time. And also, at the end of the day, if you really wanna see someone or be with someone, you really need to find time to see each other and spend time with each other. Pero ngayon yung mas mahirap kasi LDR kami ngayon. So, next year ko pa siya makikita most probably. Pero communication is key naman. What's your pet peeve? Pet peeve ko when people make me wait and when people cancel plans at the last minute. Anything in general about making me wait, like making me wait the replies sa meetups. Kasi for me, on my part, nahihiya ako if nagpapaantay ako ng tao. So, ayoko din na pinapantay ako. So, I also don't like people who cancel plans at the last minute. Personally din because I will never cancel plans with someone. Kasi parang walang isang salita yung ganun. Have you experienced depression during college days? If yes, paano ka nag-cope up? Fortunately, I have not. Siguro surround yourself with the right people lang. Also, I don't dwell too much on sadness. Especially grades. Like, I will never let myself na maging sad over grades. Kasi for me, yung grades, nababawi naman yan. It just reminds you na baka hindi pa enough yung effort ko ngayon. So, I gotta work harder pa. Pero I have down days. Pero it's normal naman. I think everyone have their own days na malungkot lang din sila. Pero we just need to pick ourselves up because tomorrow is another day. How do you handle problems in relationships? What do you think is the best approach? Communication is key. Important lang na pinag-uusapan yung lahat. Because the other person wouldn't know what your problem is if you won't tell them. And lahat naman nadaan sa maayos na usapan. Do you prefer to practice med and settle in Manila or in Jensen? Siguro in Jensen, pero I also want Manila, pero parang siguro mas mahirap and mas mahal. Favorite worship song, Waymaker. What life-changing event has drawn you closer to God? Siguro I don't think I can consider sobrang life-changing siya, pero I'm always reminded of how great God is whenever He makes small miracles sa life ko. For example, kasi nung first year talaga, natakot talaga ako na magkaroon ako ng bagsak. So, sobra talaga yung pag-pray ko noon na, Lord, please. Kasi first year is the hardest year in med school for me. A lot of people say din na first year kasi it's the adjustment phase. Parang from pre-med to first year, sobrang layo talaga ng difference. Akala ko dati mahirap na yung pharma pero yung med mga times 10 siya ng hirap ng pharma. Ma-overwhelm ka talaga. So there's this one particular subject that I really didn't like, which is anatomy. Siguro if you're a PT, OT graduate, you will find anatomy easy. Pero for me, as a pharma grad, though may mga pharma grad din naman na nadadalian sa anatomy kasi magaling sila mag-memorize. Yung anatomy talaga, ayoko talaga. And sobrang ironic kasi kinakonsider ko pa naman yung surgery tapos anatomy pa yung ayoko, diba? There was this time na sobrang natakot ako na hala, baka babagsak ako ng anatomy or what. So, sobrang answered prayer talaga na wala akong pagsak nun sa first year. Kaya yun yung mga little miracle ni God sa buhay ko. Share us about your online classes experience, love and light from Doc Faith. For me, yung online classes, hindi siya kasing effective ng actual classes sa school. Siguro, ang daming distractions and all. Lalo na ngayon na third year, more on practical application. Na-realize ko kasi mas effective kapag na-experience mo mismo yung inaaral mo. For example, if may nababasa kang theory, tapos na-apply mo siya through hands-on, mas na-integrate yung learning sa'yo. So, it's easier to memorize it or learn it and understand it. Pero ngayon ng online learning na puro theoretical, parang ang hirap mag-imagine lahat. Pero, wala naman tayong magagawa during this pandemic. Not like the time will stop for us, diba? So, we gotta hustle pa rin, even though we are at our own homes. I really appreciate din yung mga lecturers namin na even though busy din sila, kasi frontliners din yung iba, they still make time to make lectures, PowerPoints for us. So, ayun. I just hope lang na may matutunan pa rin kami kahit na online lang lahat. And hopefully next year, more on hands-on application na lang, experience like sa wards, ganun. And for my last question, what is your favorite Netflix series? Ayun, The King Eternal Monarch, Itaewon Class, Hi Bye Mama, Stranger Things, and also, speaking of Netflix series, I'll be giving away some stickers which are inspired by my Netflix favorites. So, I'm just gonna insert a video on the stickers. So, for example, is this one. Park Seo-joon from Itaewon Class, Creative Store PH, if you can remember, decided to give us free stickers, celebrate 6K subscribers, yay! I'm just gonna insert a video here on all the stickers that you can win. So all you have to do is, first, you must be subscribed to my channel. Second, you must follow me on my Instagram account and also the Instagram account of Creative Star PH. Third, you must like my Facebook page. Fourth is comment down below the videos that you want me to do next on my channel. Winner will be shouldering the shipping fee. I'm gonna put all the instructions in the description box. I just wanna wish everyone good luck, and also I hope that you join this little giveaway. So that's it for my video, and thank you guys for watching. And for those who sent me their questions, for those na hindi ko nasagot, siguro I'll try to answer it next time on the next Q&A that I'll be having. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and see you on my next one.
Cold sweat, I was in a nightmare, searching in the dark, but I couldn't find you. There were footsteps coming down the hallway, but when I turned around